welcome to Moresby tonight. Great to have you company once again. We've got a massive show lined up for you. Coming up on the show a bit later on, we've got good friends over at Telecom. They'll be talking to us about their latest promotions and stuff like that. Also, we've got a special story on Island Breeze and what they're doing with a bunch of artists, all right? They call themselves 675 Aerosol. These are the guys that are working with Island Breeze and, of course, the National Capital District Commission to paint the wall across a Vision City. It's the first graffiti art wall that's growing up here in the city. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Should be a great story. But first up, last week, Friday night was going totally off over at the Lamana Go Club. Yep, Lamana Hotel, that is, celebrating 20 years of operations. And yeah, we had lots and lots of entertainment. The ever popular Moses Tower was on fire as usual. If you missed out, here's some highlights just for you. Enjoy.
Every single one of you down here, you have been a part of that growth all these years. 20 years and we're still going strong, and there's still more coming, as you can see what's been happening next door. So there's more coming, more surprises, more entertainment happening, and tonight we could have brought different bands here, a band from overseas, but we thought the best way to celebrate our 20th anniversary was by coming back home here and going through the legends of TNG, the artists that made the TNG music what it is today.
It's 5 p.m. in the nation's capital. Traffic's at its busiest, and the city folk are all in a rat race to reach the safety of their homes before dusk. But along the Waigani Drive, if you listen carefully, one can hear aerosol cans rattling non-stop. Vandals in broad daylight, you might ask. Sally and Mokis owns Island Breeze, a locally owned company working alongside Governor Powers Pakab to make a difference in Port Moresby.
Tell us a bit about Island Breeze and what you guys do.
I was lucky enough to come across some friends who thought I'd probably be better off doing my own stuff than working for someone else. And then I met some friends from Dulux who were talking about an anti-graffiti product. So I Googled anti-graffiti and we came across all these anti-graffiti campaigns they had around the world. So we've kind of adopted that idea, but we've tailored it specific to Port Moresby. And yeah, hopefully we can do that for some other centres around the country. I think we've got the right recipe now for probably a greater effect on the community as a whole, especially for young people, because I work with the street kids absolutely love what I do. When I first, I was gonna, initially we were gonna call it the Port Moresby Anti-Graffiti Campaign. And then I met a gentleman called Tom Ben David. He's originally from Melbourne. He works for the Australian High Commission, and he was sharing with me what happened in Melbourne. They embraced graffiti as an art form as opposed to doing an all-out having an anti-graffiti approach, which had negative effects in Sydney, because as soon as the mayor was doing anti-graffiti in one part of the city, the kids were all doing graffiti in another part.
Yeah.
Yes, and it wasn't necessarily graffiti as art, which is what we're trying to portray now. It was more tagging.
Yeah.
So, you know, anyone taking a spray can and, you know, like if I took a spray can, I could just go and put Sal somewhere. You know, you can't, yes.
Yeah.
You could probably put a big D somewhere in the city. And like everyone can do that, right? So, what they have in Melbourne, they've got alleyways that are just covered with graffiti art, and you have it's you appreciate that more than what you see right now, which is just the tagging, because that defaces not just public property, but you know people who have private fences along main roads, even some of our residential areas too. We are trying to change the mindsets of these young people by providing public spaces where they can come out and actually do their artwork. So we're not just allowing anyone to do the graffiti on the walls. We come up with a theme and they come up with their sketches and show me what they can do. I know art is in the eye of the beholder, but you know, like it's something that the general public can enjoy. So we're also trying to control and manage the approach as well. But at the same time, we're also promoting what Dulux call a protective coating line of products, and Acrothane IF is one of those. Is the product that we're actually promoting through the campaign. It is effectively an anti-graffiti product. So what we're doing is we're kind of killing two birds with one stone. What we'd like to do is the four boys who I'm currently working with become ambassadors of the campaign. And we go back out into the community and we talk to kids in schools, in the settlements to say, hey, let's stop doing the tagging. Let's start to, you know, add color, which is why I was strategic in calling the campaign the Keep Port Moresby Colourful campaign. So we're actually adding colour back to the walls around our city, and at the same time helping young people to appreciate their community more.
6, 7, 5. Aerosol.
I'm that thug in the speaker box, the gossip in your mailbox, the Palm City swag, strap under your backpack. I'm that 8 to the history that's added to your flesh. Fresh as the Lara, but screaming from the South City. Boy, I'm the kid trying to earn his own keep. I'm the two-to-tie grad trying to make his own path. My anatomy is streets, yet I spit like a king. I'm that vibe in your shoes when you bust a new move. Stereo thriller, audio killer, Godzilla. Which one of y'all gonna stand up for this movement?
Well, 675 Aerosol, pretty much we're graffiti artists. We've been doing this for a long time. I think between the three of us, we got about 30 years experience. And yeah, this is pretty much what we love doing. And when Island Breeze came along and they said, can you help us with this wall? We said, why not? We all jumped on board, and this is what you have now. Mainly on the wall, if you have a look, what the guys are working on now, just basic throw-ups. You got a bit of wild style. Vandal's done a lot of sort of PNG traditional art, which is incorporated into his graffiti, which is sort of like blending in everything along the way. So.
First time I must remember kind of see me pass a Mickey street. Like it went and suddenly like it became a passion now. Like for three of us, it's like really serious. It's like a thing we do. So people make it go now. Like we got really big influences in like the underground graffiti culture of like in Moresby. So like everybody, like when they refer to graffiti, they refer to the three of us. Like most of the time, like Vandal, DJ, J-Dog. Most of the drawings, like when J-Dog started drawing, everybody started copying his stuff, and like, you know, pirated copies blo jidok nabo na selaka. Ni plus a draw mo sa mo kind of all uni student nabo sa draw like one kind. The thing about it is like it's more interesting. So when people see it, you line a draw or spray paint there. Not also look online draw or spray paint. Then first time, I'm also just fascinated with slow artwork from player. So that's the really cool thing about it. So it has to be like neat, not like scribbles and like skinny writing. It's like I'm no good. So everybody is like really against that. Sorry, against that stuff.
I started doing all kinds of art, but like graffiti is something where like you cannot. It's not like any other art form. You use spray paint and like there's a lot of effects you can achieve when you. Like we've been doing graffiti in all sorts of places, but like coming to a wall that belongs to like NCTC and we got approval from the governor, is letting us do this graffiti. It's just, yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to Sally and Mokis and Dulax for helping us with the paint and all that stuff. And thank you to the governor for giving us approval and doing the graffiti on this one. Yeah, thank you.
Set boys, good job, keep it up.
Woo.
Everyone, I'm Chrisanne and tonight I'm going to tell you about some of the very useful services and deals now available with Telecom PNG. Recharging and checking balance for voice and data has never been easier with Telecom. To check your balance, just do this. Create a new SMS, type your number, send to 1256, wait for the reply SMS. If you want to recharge your city phone, purchase a ride card and scratch the silver panel on the back. Create a new SMS and type ride card number, send to 1257 and wait for the reply SMS. With your city phone, you can also recharging your prepaid ADSL, WiMAX, eVideo and fixed line phone. Like before, scratch the silver panel on the back of ride card, create a new SMS, type the ride card number, then press # followed by your subscriber number, send to 1257 and wait for the reply SMS. Transfer credit from your city phone to any of Telecom's prepaid service just as easy. Create new SMS, type amount and the number of the person or service you're crediting, sending this time to 1258 and wait for the reply SMS. Send this time to 1258 and wait for the SMS reply. It's pretty simple. Just remember that there's a different send to number for each requirement. If you're still unsure, you can always call Telecom customer care on 345-6789. They're always on call to help. Telecom has also made it much easier now to purchase prepaid top-ups. There are many more stores in PNG where you can purchase a ride card or electronic voucher. Just look out for the Telecom sign displayed out front. You can top up using any BSP ATM. Did you know that Telecom has simplified its call rates? Now there's one call rate for national calls and another call rate for local calls. What's even better, the rates are reduced by 50%. When you make a local call from a Telecom fixed line to fixed line telephone, you only pay 1 toya. Yes, 1 toya. That's during peak or off-peak hours. How cool is that? Now, if you want to know more about any of Telecom's products and services, check the Telecom website or call customer care on 345-6789. Customer care are available 24 hours, 7 days a week, and they will help you. Thank you for joining us this evening. I see you next week to tell you more about the great deals and services with Telecom.
Time to wrap things up on in Moresby tonight. Before we go, quick check out on what's happening on the weekend and the week to come. Tomorrow, if you're not doing anything, head on over to Palm High. All right, they'll be having their pre-independence celebration. So get into that patriotic feeling, why don't you? And head on over down there. INT cameras as well as House and Home cameras will be over there as well, celebrating with everybody over at Palm High. And of course, before we go, just a quick happy birthday shout out to little Nicholas Raphael. All right, happy 6th birthday. Greetings from all the Raphaels around the country, and a special one from your dad, Chris and Vinny, and your mate Jagger. All right, Nicky's actually Chris's son. Chris is one of our cameramen, so yeah, he promises to take you out on a wild trip on Saturday. So hopefully, lots and lots of video games and nice things to have on Saturday for you, little man. And of course, before you go the Broncos, smash the Storm. We need to get past 8 and go up to 7 or 6 like that. So yeah, all you Broncos fans, get behind your team. And yeah, SP Hunters just missed out. Next year we'll get them. Until next week, you guys keep it safe. Good night.